This is Joe and the Jesters. They are playing 8-ball, race to 7, 300 in the middle. We've got Patrick Glynn and MH Penglaze in the booth.
What's up, everybody?
Hi there, Patrick. Thank you, Chris.
Finally in the booth with MH. This is awesome.
First time, huh?
Yep.
First time for everything.
So who we got playing here today? We got Joe Menina and Robert Chavez.
And I was just talking to Robert. He's from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Plays at Shepherd's.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up down there in a little town called Dousman.
Oh.
It's a little outside of Milwaukee, but pretty close.
And his nickname is actually the same as what mine was at college.
What was your nickname in college?
Professor Penglaze, they called me, but he's the professor is what his nickname is.
And now you are potting Penglaze.
Yes.
So are they getting ready to lag here, or did they already lag?
But yeah, Robert is a part-time professor he teaches computing and stuff, I think he said.
At the college down there?
At the college down there.
Okay. And what table are they playing on today? Looks like they're trying to figure out what side to break from.
So yes, they are playing on table 9, or the one that they call the arena table, with...
Okay, so it looks like I'll have to watch on the monitor. I have a pretty bad angle from over here.
Well, it's not bad really. We're fairly high up, but yeah, you've got the monitor right in front of you there to look at the overhead shot and stuff.
Gotcha. So they're getting set and ready to lag here. Start us off. So did you watch any of the Moscone Cup, MH?
Affirmative, Captain. Saw a little bit of it. Watched it.
So how are you feeling? I know you were going for the U.S. this year, weren't you?
That's right. I was. I wish it had been closer. There was some moments there where you thought that they might have kind of been equal, but they gave a few things away.
What did you think about that time fall they called on Jeremy?
Well, at first when I thought I saw it, I'm like, well, that's just his fault. I get it. And then Mason sent me this clip of when Jason Shaw
exactly and they stopped the clock.
Said there was a fly on the ball or something, and he just automatically stopped the clock. But
absolutely.
So now I don't know what to think.
Yeah, it seemed a little odd, to say the least. I was upset when I saw it. When I saw Jason Shaw call for them to clean the ball and they stopped the clock, my eyes were kind of just rolling. I was like, are you kidding me? The rules have changed.
Well, I mean, it definitely shouldn't be automatic, because otherwise, every time, instead of calling an extension, you just call for a ball clean. So it has to be that way. But and also the ref does have to have the ability, if he chooses, to stop the clock at any time.
Yeah, I mean,
but he did just automatically stop it just because he asked him to clean the ball. But was it the addition of the fly? Is that the difference between the two scenarios?
Well, I don't know if it has something to do
is that a significant difference?
That or the time and when Jeremy asked to clean, there was only about 10 or 12 seconds on the clock. When Shaw asked, there was about 20 seconds left on the clock. So I don't know if there was like, oh, we can stop it with 20 seconds versus 10. I'm not sure what the exact rule on it was. So I'm not really going to judge, you know. I mean,
I do have to say, you know, and obviously it's in Britain, and they have quite strict about their COVID rules. But what they did to Earl Strickland is just ridiculous if you think about it, because
criminal.
It's not like he has the virus, and he actually is one of the people who's very concerned about it, and he takes more care than everybody else. Because
when he was here at the Apple, he was wearing a mask.
Yeah,
he
played the challenge match with Johnny Archer in the back, and we had a whole room full of people, and Earl Strickland was the only person in the room wearing a mask.
Yes, I remember.
He must be livid.
Oh yeah, as hard as he was talking about how hard he trained, getting in shape, and I mean he was talking about getting down to an exact weight and everything. So I
I
know
don't know why they would have to make you just quarantine for no good reason. Why don't you just test them? If it's a positive test, then you obviously know, and if it's not, then
I think it's something to do with the incubation period or whatnot. But I'd be interested to know how many other people were quarantined on that flight. And looks like we have our lag here. And it looks like it's going to be our challenger, Robert, to break, if I'm correct. But yeah, that was a very unfortunate turn of events. Oh, looks like Joe won the lag. Joe is breaking.
yeah.
Well, everybody, if you're out there, welcome to another edition of the OS. Our second week here, getting underway. Our current Jester champion, Joe Menina, taking on Robert Chavez. And Joe, if everybody's wondering, why is Joe playing with a 503 Fargo rating? That's because when he signed up, he was originally under 500. So he does have a little bit of an edge on Robert, but I don't think that's anything Robert is going to back away from. So do we have our chat board up over here?
All right, first break off, going straight down the middle. It looks like just a little bit off.
Yeah.
Just,
Last week, Joe was breaking really good. He was getting that cue ball right in the center of the table. Was really controlling his break well last week. So looks like he was unable to drop a ball. I didn't see a ball drop.
No, I didn't see one either.
No.
So no, he's sitting down. Yep, going to introduce Tanya back in the booth.
All right, MH stepping out and Tanya stepping back in. Robert looking around the table, deciding what he's going to take. If I'm a guessing man, I'm thinking he's going to take solids here. He does have one trouble ball up in the right corner. I can't make out what ball that is. Hello, Tanya.
Hello.
We've met before, right? You play Tuesday nights?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I think I met you before.
With Pete and Barry.
Barry Chapman.
Yes.
Okay, yep. I think you guys did a number on us about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I believe we did.
Yes, yes, we did. Okay, he did go with the solids. And he broke out that trouble ball, so he's looking pretty good here. Now, is that the 3 ball? These TV balls are kind of hard to make out. He does have a problem ball over in the lower left rail there. See what he's doing here. Okay, that was a beautiful shot in the side. I didn't even see that went in.
Nope.
Hard to see on these overhead cams up here. Looks like he's going to take the 7 ball.
From here, it looks like it would be a very tight squeeze through there.
Yeah, I think he can cut that in. I'm not sure how close he is to the 13 there. He's going to cut that in, trying to come behind. I don't think he's going to be able to get behind that ball, though. Stay in front, and he's going to be... Okay, so he's still good. He's got the 6 ball.
Yeah, 5 might be a problem.
Yeah, 5 is pretty locked up. But even after this shot here, he's going to be coming hard off that rail. So he's going to have to try to hold it to place that 3 in the opposite corner. So he's just going to have to touch this ball really nice. And after that, he may have an angle to get that 5 out. Oh, he went up and down. He's going to put him really close. Okay, so now he's going to be hard pressed getting on the 5 from there. See what he does. Played safe. It's a good choice. Doesn't want to take his soldiers off the table just yet.
Pretty good safe at that.
Yeah, he doesn't have much. I think he might have the 11, but tough shot up in the corner. Joe's going to have to put a nice little stroke on that one. Or he maybe hooked a little on the 8, but he looks good from here. Joe's taking a look at it. Pretty sure he's calling it up in the corner. Couldn't really make out what he was pointing at. So the Queens match earlier, that went hill or no?
No, not quite.
No?
Nikki got to 6 and Holly was still at 4.
So we have a new queen.
We do.
Okay, Holly, she's been what, 3 or 4 weeks in a row?
Yep.
Okay.
Nobody seems to be pretty sure, absolutely sure how many weeks she's reigned, but
I'm pretty sure it's at least 3. I don't know if it was more than that or not, but I think I saw her on there 3 times. Okay, he is going after the 14, it looks like.
don't think that would have been my choice.
Yeah, that was a tough shot, but he did have it. I thought he was a little more hooked on the 8 there.
It was a good leave.
Yep, did not leave Robert anything really, but possibly a kick. Yeah, it's just a 1-rail kick from here. It's about all he can do. And it's a tough kick. And he hit it nicely.
Ouch. Kind of hooked himself there.
Yeah, his balls are in a little bit of trouble there. They're not in a good spot. He's going to have to wait for Joe to clean some of the balls off the table here if he wants to do anything. Okay, so that's... If he's taking that shot, he's probably going to push his ball down table and he'll play something on the side or maybe that 10. He's probably going to go after that 10 ball, I think. What do you think, Tanya? After this next shot here.
Yeah.
I'll put a little bit of draw on it. Pull it back. Let's float down table. It's going down table and then should put him on the 10. Very nicely done.
Unless he goes for the 11-9 combo.
If he's lined up, he may very well shoot that. And in hopes that it would push that 11 towards the corner maybe. And it'd free up some of that mess he's got going on.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the 10 though.
Yeah, that's a ball I was going to play. Looks like Joe's going to play the same ball here. He's got to hit it really nice, just off the rail. Ooh, he went a little far. I don't think he wanted to go that far.
Yeah,
So now...
12-9 combination.
Yeah, is that the 12 ball? I can't... These balls are really hard to
Maybe
make
the
out.
13.
Yeah, I think it might be the 13.
Yep.
And hopefully push that 11 down table as well. Nope, just barely hit it, but nicely done. Now his balls are pretty wide open. minus the 15. He's going to have to bank that. So I'd play for...
Doesn't look like he can bank it right this very second.
No, but if he pushes that, was that the 15 or the 11 on the side? Just draws it back a little bit. He could play the bank in the side on the 15. So I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to pull it back a little bit. So you're going to have the bank in the side for his next shot. No, he didn't. He went up with it. But he can still get there from here. So he's in good shape right now. But then the 8 becomes up. What are you doing with that 8 ball?
See how it plays out, I guess.
Yeah. So do we have anyone out there in our chat room? If you're there, go ahead and say hi. All right, now he's gonna have to play a safety here. There's not much of a safe because Robert will have a hit on his ball after this, more than likely.
I think I myself would go with a safe right here.
I think Al Jordan is out there saying hi, guys. Guess he agrees with us on Earl Strickland and is asking what's up with little Cheddar. Well, little Cheddar is moving on to bigger and better things, and we are all fans of little Cheddar. But you can always message little Cheddar and ask him. And who do we got that? Is that AA? I can't read that from here.
AAA Skeet. Hi, Chicago.
Hi. I think he's saying hi from Chicago. I'm originally from Chicago as well. Hope you're a Bear fan. I don't think I got a lot of Bear fans out there, though.
No.
Especially not are the Bears playing the Packers today? I think they are. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Anybody know if the Bears are playing the Packers? I guess that makes me a bad Bears fan if I don't even know the answer to that question. Okay, what's Robert doing here? He's trying to cut this over? No, just playing it safe. If he tried to cut that in the side, that would have been an amazing shot.
It really would have. And what is Joe going to do here?
Brian's still around. I still talk with Brian. I don't know if he's going to be doing commentating. He possibly will be back in the booth. I'm not sure on that. That's a question for Kendall. Kendall is not around today. Have you seen Kendall today?
Yeah, he's right there, actually.
Oh, okay. There's Kendall. Just walking by. He is born in Madison, lived in...
Middleton.
Middleton. I'm not familiar with Middleton. Are you?
No.
Where's Middleton at? I'm assuming it's...
I want to say I've heard of it.
Is it close to Appleton?
I do not think so.
Yeah, I probably would have heard about it if it was close to Appleton.
I think it might be closer to Madison, Janesville area. I could be wrong, though.
All right. Robert has a chance here to get out. So Mark Bell says dead west of Madison. Gotcha. Okay, so that's a little bit from here.
Madison suburb. Makes sense.
Okay, is it going to go? Is it going to go?
Nope.
Nope, it is not. And leaves Joe the entire table with, looks like half blocked pocket. It looks like it should go, But I mean, you have to play this one perfect, I would think.
Absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, being up against the rail on that.
Was
I
he
mean,
gonna try to cut it in that corner? By that 3?
He could do that. I mean,
was
he could go
looking.
either way because he's in the. I mean, he's slightly more to the bottom left, so that's where I'd be going with it.
Yep.
You know, he's cutting backwards more than half the table if he goes by the 3 ball, so that'd be an extreme cut. I think he's going to try to sneak it by the 8.
I would hope so, because I don't think it would go by the 3.
Yeah.
Not very easily, anyway.
And hit it. Hit it. Ooh, hit it good.
Ouch.
That was a tough shot. Now that 8 ball is, it's going to be tough for Robert to get on from here. Unless he can really draw this ball. You know, oh no, he's not even going to attempt the 3. He's going after the 5. Oh, he's just playing safe. Okay.
It's pretty smart.
Smart move. Yeah, because now Joe, if he touches at 11 just, you know, a little bit wrong, risks dropping that 8 in. So
Oh, here you go. Patrick McKinney says the Boers will own the Packers tonight. So does that answer your question?
yeah, I figured they were playing today, and I don't know if they're really going to own the Bears. I mean, they have been lately for the last, you know, whole period of my life except for the 80s.
Oh, there is a quick safety there. What's Joe gonna do with that?
Joe's in jail here. He's got to kick all the way up top and come all the way down.
Yeah, and to do that without
Hitting
dropping
the 8.
that 8 down.
Yep, he's got to play the really, really touchy shot here. But you know what? At this point, you know, even giving up, I would just give up ball in hand here maybe. Because then that puts Robert, you know, trying to figure out what to do with the 8 ball.
Yep.
See what Joe does. Ooh, we put a lot of spin on that. And looked like a good hit.
Wow.
It looked like a good hit. See what they call here. No, yep, they called good hit.
Yeah.
But
which costed him the game, I would think.
yeah, barring any commentator curse there. Let's see.
Well, a Skeet, when you shoot up to Manitowoc, Sauk Prairie, whatever that is, and Green Bay, stop here in Appleton at the Mad Apple.
Absolutely, it's the best pool hall in the United States. I've been to quite a few pool halls. How many viewers we got out there? Looks like we got 3,000 viewers, something like that. So Robert took down that first game, making our score 1-0 in a race to 7. We have 300 in the middle, is it?
I believe so.
At 300 in the middle. Oh, A is saying he shoots up in Manitowoc.
Well, that's what I said when he's
okay.
shooting up there and in Green Bay and that whatever prairie. He should stop here at the Mad Apple
Yeah, 'cause
in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Manitowoc, that's north of here, correct?
Yeah, kind of like northeast, I believe.
Northeast. I know I've heard of Manitowoc before. Okay. Did you see anything drop on the break? Looked dry.
I did not.
Looked dry. Oh, no, he must have dropped something. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
I can't see through Mr. Pete here. He dropped a solid.
Yeah, solid is dropped. Personally, I like stripes here. Everything looks to have a pocket except the 9 ball. The 9 is in trouble. So the solids actually look pretty good as well.
Yeah, but that 8 doesn't look too promising.
Yeah, but I think he'd be able to bust that out pretty easily. Looks like he's going to
Yep.
do it right here. He's going to go after that 8 ball right here. Ooh,
And he just missed it.
just missed it by a hair. Good attempt, though. Right idea. So now he's got to figure out how he's going to bust that ball out. It's going to be a little difficult now. Doesn't have anything close to it. Okay, maybe No, he'd have to draw into it from here, but that doesn't really leave him in a good position. So I think he'll just play the 1, or is that the 3 up in the corner? Yeah, he's going to go up
3.
3 in the corner. Wow, he put a lot of draw on that.
I think I actually would have went for, what is that, the 4 or the 5?
So the
In the
4 ball?
side?
Yeah, 4 ball on the side.
Yep. And then got better shape on the 3 at that point.
That's the hard thing about calling 8 ball. You know, you never, the pattern can be, you know, you could have 3 people looking at it 3 completely different ways. Where 9 ball, you know exactly where they're going most of the time.
Right. Yeah, I'm not a fan of 9 ball.
Okay, so I'm not sure what to play. I think he was just trying to maybe bust out the 8. I think Robert decided I'm not going to be able to get out from here, so he just tried to bust the 8 out, keeping some of his balls on the table.
Playing a safe.
Yeah. But see, me, it's hard. It's really hard for me to give up, position on a table like this. I mean, Joe's got a pretty wide open table, and it's not that difficult to bust that 8 and 9 out from where he's at right now, with the way his balls are laying out. See how he attacks it. Don't think he's going to be able to do it from here. I can't tell if he gets an angle on that. Looks like the 13 in the side. I don't know if he can get an angle on that to shoot that or not.
Maybe if he gets up table further.
Well,
or
yeah.
Down table, whichever way you're looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about, his next shot or something, because he's going to be coming down table here. See what he does. Coming down. Now, does he have the angle on that 13? No, I don't think he does. He's going to have to take care of it at some point.
I almost think he could right now.
If he could, that's probably where I'd be going. If it goes, I can't see really from here.
Right.
Nice shot there.
I think he's going to take the 10 in this corner down here and go for the 11, 13, or
Okay.
9. That's what I think he's going to do at this point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I know where Manitowoc is at. Brian is saying it's an hour east. That's right. I actually went with my brother-in-law to collect some of these rocks. They're called Youper rocks. You know what a Youper rock is?
No, I have no idea.
So there's these rocks. So you shine a black light on them, and they glow in the black light. There's a special type of rock, and it's got this weird mineral in it that initially was thought to only be produced up in the UP, but they actually make their way all the way down here.
Huh.
And yeah, we went out to Manitowoc. Okay, I know where that's
That's
at
pretty
now.
cool.
So AA said he will definitely stop by. He's always got a queue in his car.
Yeah, that's probably not the best idea at this point with the weather as it is. You don't want it to crack or break.
Yeah. He probably just takes it with him. Yeah, I'd never want to leave my queue in the car during the wintertime.
Ooh, what are we doing here? 13 cross corner?
No, I think he's going to play it safe here. Well, it doesn't look like he's playing it safe, though. So, I think he's trying the 9. 13, 8, 9, all the way
Oh.
down. Oh, dangerous.
Very.
Yeah. I don't think Joe saw that 8 ball going cross corner there. All right, so Robert.
And where is this Robert from? I don't believe I've seen him here before.
I'm not sure where Robert's from. I think somebody said he might have been from Milwaukee or something. I'm not too sure. Okay. So what's Joe left with here? Not much.
Not much at all.
Yeah. So what are you doing right here?
Safe.
Yeah. It's hard to get safe anywhere here. I mean, if he touches the 9, I mean, where would you want to maybe leave the ball at the bottom of the table by the 8, maybe, or by the 9?
If he could get it right up on the rail, maybe.
Yeah, I'd try to thin cut the 9 and put the cue ball as close to the bottom left pocket as I could without scratching. You know, in hopes that 9 comes off of the rail a little bit and maybe
Yep.
hooks him on the 2. Because if he can hook him like that, then the only ball he's got to shoot at really is the 4, which there's nothing there in the 1.
Oh, he's gonna.
Uh,
What is he doing?
I don't know what he was shooting at. Looks like he's... Okay, so he decided to play safe in a different direction. You know, left him with a hard 2 ball here.
After the 2, he can get on the 1.
Yep. We gotta feel confident to make this shot, though. I think he's gonna go after it. Yeah, and he'll be on the 1. And the 4 is still in trouble. He's gonna have to set up for a bank shot, possibly in the lower left corner, or the. Yeah, guess he was not feeling confident, so he elected for safe, which Joe's got a pretty. Well, I'm not gonna say routine out, but he should be able to hit that
Right.
11, come down for the 9. You
And
gotta
that
play.
13 is a little tricky.
Yeah, you gotta bank that on the side, unless he can try. The problem with busting it out is he'd have to bust it out shooting on his second to last ball, which you never really want to do because it's hard to predict where that ball is going to be going once you bust it out.
Right.
You always want to take care of your problems as early as possible, and it's getting a little late in the game, so I'd be trying to figure out how to get my cue ball in position to bank that on the side. So you take the 11 down in the corner and possibly draw away from the 9 to get onto that 13. But he's going after the 9 first.
That's interesting.
So
Joe definitely has an interesting way of approaching the table.
yes, he does. Well, if he puts some forward on here, he might be able to bust it out.
Was he going for that side pocket?
No, I think he's trying to play it in the corner with some top spin and trying to bust that 13, the 4 and the 13 out.
Sure.
But again, not leaving Robert with much.
He could go 2 side pocket,
Yeah,
possibly, or a combination. But I think he just called the cross corner.
oh, he back cutted the 2. Okay.
Oh,
So the aggressive shot here is the bank shot.
yep.
See if Joe likes it. I like the bank shot right here. I'd go on that bank shot, and then I got my 9 and my 11 because
Yep.
that's a pretty routine bank shot. I think Joe's capable of making that bank. See if he goes after it, or does he decide to take the 9?
I think he's going to go after that bank.
Yeah, because the way you got to look at this is either way, no matter which way he goes, he's going to have to bank that ball. And right now, his ball is in the perfect spot to do it. So you take it now, but the risk is if he misses his bank, he might sell out the rack here.
Yeah.
So he's got to make it. Oh, went really high with it. But hooked Robert. What do you got going on over in the chat board? I think AA is blowing us up here.
Yeah, he brings a rat sneaky cue just because you never know. Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's like diehard golfers. My uncle always has a set of golf clubs in his car. Doesn't matter where he's at, what he's doing. Always got golf clubs in his car. But I'm the same way with my pool cue. It doesn't matter where I go. I always throw my cue in the car. My wife has always beat me up about it. Like, why are you bringing your pool cue? There's no pool table there.
Because you
I'm like,
never know.
you never know. There could be a pool table there. And this actually happened to me before. Like, you know, I didn't bring my pool cue, and all of a sudden there's a pool table. I'm like, why did I bring my pool cue? You know?
Hey, you just never know. Oh, Joe's got ball in hand. So I hope he.
Yeah, I think he's playing this right. Take that 9, float up for the 13. Bring it nice down, easy for your 11.
And get behind the 8.
Yeah, I think Joe's out here. I'm pretty confident Joe's going to be out. Not to give you the curse there, Joe, but I've seen you play last week.
Joe's a good shot.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Michael just said, Robert, a.k.a. the professor. Me and MH were just talking about that. He's a professor down in Milwaukee. Teaches, does computers, I think. He's into computers. Okay, so Joe's in a good position here to get down for the 11. Just a little bit of top spin. Hit it nice and easy. See, me, I'd want to stay straight on this 11 almost.
Just like that.
Perfect, because now we can get on that 8 really, really easy with a little bit of backspin. Yep. Just a little bit of draw. It's going to take him right over. And you should be able to play the 8 ball in the same pocket. Thank you, Michael, for reminding us about where Robert's from. So I was right. I did say I thought I heard he was from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And they call him he's a professor. That's interesting.
Yeah. Joe on his 8 ball here. Takes
And
it
that
down.
Gives Joe the win for a tie score.
We're 1-1. Race to 7. Okay. I'm just gonna call him Triple A. What is it? AAA Skeet?
Yeah.
What does he got for us over there?
Yeah, he had a situation of did not bring his cue and no chalk.
No chalk. You have to improvise. Get dirt. Anything.
Yep. Fishing trip in Canada.
Speaking of chalk, one thing I like to ask our viewers is, I'm always interested in pool equipment, what people like. What type of chalk do you like to use out there? There's a lot of different types of chalk out there. What do you like to use?
What do you like to use?
Well, I'm cheap, so I stick with the cheap chalk. And it works good. It was Master. They make, pretty good chalk, I think, for a very reasonable price. And, also with chalk, the benefit's got to be there. Like, I don't think I'm at the level where chalk's going to matter in my game, where there's players where chalk does matter in the game.
Fair enough.
So, it's kind of like golf. Like, I don't spend $2,000 on golf clubs because it doesn't matter what type of club I use, I think there's diminishing returns for me on chalk. Stick is a different thing,
Absolutely.
I will play better with a nicer stick than a non-nicer stick. But okay, Mark Bell Kamui chalk. That's very expensive chalk from my understanding. I think it's like
$25 for one little cube.
Yeah, but very good chalk from what I hear.
And it lasts for forever. And Kendall doesn't like it here.
He doesn't like
it leaves marks on the table.
Oh, okay. Brian Hollenbeck was experiment. I think he was talking about a chalk that doesn't leave any marks on the table. I'm not too sure of the brand of chalk, but it's like highly recommended. Doesn't leave any marks on your table. I'm gonna look into that because my pool table, I got red felt at or it's like a burgundy, and I use like a burgundy chalk, and it leaves marks all over the place. So Robert, just going with solids here. Not sure what AA is saying over there. Can you read what AA is
Yeah,
saying?
he says AAA skeet shooting is rated AAA E class. AAA is pro class.
Okay. I'm not sure what we're talking about there. Are we talking about chalk? AAA is it chalk, I'm guessing? I'm not sure.
I've never heard of that.
I have not either.
AAA E class?
Can you educate us there, AAA? All right, so Robert's on solids. What's he looking at here? He's going after the one ball. I think he's going to have to put a little spin. I don't know if he can fully see the ball. Apparently he could. Well done.
Which leaves him with...
Not a lot of options here.
Right, I'm not sure if he can take that 4 up.
He's got the 4 all the way down.
Okay.
Lower right
Oh,
corner.
yeah, he can see it.
Not an easy shot, but definitely makeable, and hit it really nice. And that's what you get on the diamond table. There is no give me's. Those are 4-inch pockets. You got to put that ball in the center.
Right in the center.
Yeah, when you're taking a shot like that, you got to go center pocket. Not a very forgiving table.
No, very nice try though. And AAA Skeet says I was, so I'm assuming that is a type of chalk. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that with us.
All right, so that brings Joe to the table. So that 9 ball, is that sitting right there on the nipple, or can he cut that in maybe?
I think it's cuttable. Not anymore, but
Yeah, so when the ball's sitting right on the rail like that next to the side pocket, if it's right there on the nipple, a lot of players will shy away from the shot, but you can do what's called a compression shot and push the ball right through the rail. Have you ever done that?
I
Ever
have.
taken that shot?
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody taught me that a few years ago, and I was pretty impressed with that shot.
It's a tricky shot to do, but
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be sitting, right on the rail properly, and you got to hit it right speed. Make sure your cue ball doesn't fly off the table.
good shape on the, what is that, the 14?
Looks to be the 14. So yeah, he's got the 15 and the 9 are in tricky positions here. The 11 and 10 are, he could literally put the 11 wherever he wants almost. He's got the 2 upper corner pockets, down in the corner, down on the side, depending on if he plays a 10 ball. So he's got to worry about this 15 and 9 ball here. What's he going to do here? Okay, nothing with it yet. So yeah, he's probably going to have to take his 10 ball here, maybe come down bottom rail
Where do you see a 10 ball?
next to the side pocket. Is that not the 10 ball?
I can't tell what that is.
Yeah, so he's coming down bottom. I see,
Oh, maybe it was. You're right.
and that puts him right on for his 15. Still got to
He
figure
ca-
out
I would take that 9 right now if it were me.
if it goes. I think he's
Yep.
looking at it. Yep. He's also on his 15, so it looks like it does go. See what he does here.
Real light. That was
Ooh,
too hard.
Yep, too hard. I think it might have went. I don't know. Tricky to see from here. So yeah, it looks like Robert, I think, is going to like to take the 2 ball here. Get those balls untied up. I don't think he's going to get much better of a look at it than what he's got right now. I think he's contemplating the 4 ball down there. Is the pink ball the 4 ball with the TV
Yes.
balls? Yeah. Okay.
I know that's really hard to tell sometimes.
So Yeah, I think he's lined up that 2. He's going to push that 6 over to the side pocket. See where if he can get it in between that 8 and 9. Kind of split them balls apart maybe. Going right at, oh. So I think he was actually going for the 6, not the 2.
Leaving Joe with the 11, and then maybe he can get on the 9. And if he does it right, get behind that 12.
Yeah, the 9 or a bank on the 15. I don't know if he can bank that on the corner or the side. I think he'd have to go in the corner if he shoots the 11 right now, because he'd roll forward just a little bit. But with that 2 ball there, I don't know if he'd be able to.
I think he. Oh.
He's going to bank it right now.
No, I think he's going on the side pocket.
Off the 6. Let's see. Ooh, that was a good attempt.
It was just a little too hard.
Yeah. So now Robert has to decide, do I want to take that cut on the 2 ball? Well, that's all he really has unless he can see that 4. He could probably bend around a little bit. I think he is going with the 2 ball. Probably going to come out, have the 6 ball on the side, or the 4 down in the corner. Okay, so he's got the 4 in the corner. I'm going to take a look over there. Does that 6 go by in the side, you think? After he takes this 4?
Yes, I do believe it would. If
Okay.
he positions himself right
Yeah, so he,
and doesn't hit this too hard.
yeah, he's got to hit it nice and soft. He does, and perfect. So now, I think he's got the right angle to just put a little draw, little bottom, maybe a little bottom left, and draw back. For, is it the 5 up there? Or is that the 3? I can't tell the color. He drew
5.
drew it perfectly. So he's got a little
Very
bit of an
nice.
angle. Yeah, so he's gonna have a tough hold here because I think he wants to play the 8 in the side. So he's gonna have to put a little bit of draw on this to hold it. See what he's. He thinks he's gonna come down table, roll too far past the 8, so he's got to find a way to try to hold this. See what he is putting draw on it. See if he can hold it. Ooh, he held it nicely, but did not make the shot. What would happen if he would have cut it and it would have went in? That ball would have creeped more towards the 8 down table. I think that's what he was worried about, and that's what caused him to miss. And that's a tricky shot, you know, when you're trying to hold for a ball like that. I mean, I do that all the time. And I'm like, I know I got to hold. I know the ball's going to try to fly down table a little bit more than I want it to. And that's what I'm focusing on, and I'm not focusing on making the ball. I think that's probably what just happened to Robert. You know, worrying about where's my cue ball going, and then ultimately missing the shot. And making that ball, that would have ended the game right there, I think. So Joe's got a pretty easy out here, I think, as long as those 2 balls aren't locked up. I don't know if you could see, they don't look to be locked.
I think he could get on the, what is that, the 15?
Yeah, he's going to shoot the 5th or the
11.
11 right now, and then yeah, he can play the 15 and the 9. But he's got to stop. I think he's going to play this all the way down the corner actually, so he can stop the ball. Yep, all the way down the corner. Stop for the 15.
Nicely done.
So yeah, Jim is saying, you know, that's another option too. He could, instead of trying to hold it, he could have hit it a lot harder and went all the way down the table and back up. So that's always an option. You got to put a nice stroke on it, play a little more of a speed shot.
Yep, that's exactly what Jim Adanation just said.
Yeah, so referring to Jim there. Okay, so now he's going to push this 9, I think, if he's taking a 15. Where's that 9 going to go? See?
Right into the rail.
Yep. If I knew I was pushing that 9, I would have wanted to push it a little bit harder than that. So now he's stuck on the rail. Still, I mean, this is a cuttable ball, but I'd probably try to bank it here, depending on the angle. I can't quite tell.
Tricky shot.
Yeah, it's a tricky shot either way you go. I mean, if you're cutting it, your cue ball is going to be flying. It's going to be hard to control. So, I think Joe is going to elect to cut. So looking at the cut. So now the ball is going to draw back. He should be in good position for the 8 as long as he makes the ball. Let's focus on making this cut. Got to walk it all the way down the rail. So the cue ball ended up right where it needed to be.
But he did not make
Yeah.
his shot.
I think he jabbed. Did he jab at that shot?
He did.
Yeah, I don't think he followed through. And it's hard to follow through when you're that close,
Yeah.
when your cue ball's that close to the rail. So
Without fouling.
yeah, so he kind of had to jab that shot, and when you're jabbing at the ball, it is difficult.
And Robert just got perfect shape on that 8.
Okay, so that brings us to a score of 2-1. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so the challenger taking the lead back. So right now it's going back and forth. See if Joe can answer here. Again, this is a race to 7 here at the Mad Apple, located in Appleton, Wisconsin. So if you're in the area, come stop by. We have pool tournaments here every Sunday, Monday, and Friday. So Sunday is 8-ball. Monday is
I think
Nine-
Monday is
9 ball?
9 and Friday is 10.
Friday is a 10-ball tournament. So that's every week. If you're out there in our chat room, should make your way up here.
And earlier we had the Queen's match, and we now have a new Queen, Nikki. Congratulations, Nikki.
That's right. I got to catch the end of that game. It was pretty intense. That last rack seemed to go for a little bit.
It did. They played very well.
Yeah. All right. I missed what just happened on the break. Robert broke.
I think it was a dry break.
Okay, so that'll bring Joe up to the table. What do you like here?
It's a pretty kind of a messy table.
Yeah, it is a messy table. Everything, there's solids and stripes that got problems all over the place here.
Yeah, I think I like solids better.
Solids look pretty good from here.
I think he can get at that 5.
Yeah, you can get the 5 or the 1.
Yep.
I think I like taking the 5. And think he is going for the...
I think he's
I
going
can't
for
tell what he's going for
Yeah,
here.
I can't tell either. The
The
5.
5, yep. I like the 5.
A little bit of drawback.
Yep, so now he's got the 1 or the 3. Gives him some options. But
Perhaps the 2.
what option gives you the ability to bust out that 6? I don't know if he can draw it enough or has an angle if he hits the 1. If he hits the 3, maybe if he put a lot of follow and left, and spun it off the top rail, but that'd be very difficult. But he also has a 7-ball here, which I think is going to be his shot. I mean, everything's pretty wide open except that 6-ball right now for him. So now he has a much better angle to bust out that 6 right now. So if he takes that 1, he busts that 6. It's going to push that 6 towards the corner pocket, and hopefully his cue ball does not get hooked. You got to put a little bit of bottom right here, I think. Okay, and he did not.
So is he going to go for that 2-13-3 combination?
That's a pretty aggressive shot. Very difficult shot.
It is difficult, but doable.
Yep. I almost like trying to. I mean, it's hard to play safe when your opponent's got all his balls on the table, you know, so you got to kind of find a position on the table. If you can get your cue ball there, like, where is his toughest play from?
If he could get it right behind the 6.
Yeah, and that's, can he get it there? If he's thin in this 2, can he get it behind the 6? Maybe, I don't know. I think he was trying to, yep. So yeah, Robert has a pretty open table here. I think he's looking at the 14 ball right now. All right, so he's playing at 14 all the way down in the corner. Ooh, I don't think he's going to really like that position, but he still has the 13, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what. Oh, he's calling a safe.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty easy to get him.
Pretty good choice.
But Joe's got the 6 ball here. He can at least hit the 6. Yeah, so when you're safe in your opponent, you never want to leave him a shot at the ball. Otherwise, the safe was it's not really doing what you want it to do. Can Joe find a way to get safe here is a question. I think all he got to do is touch the 6 and leave the cue ball. Nah, he's got too many options.
I don't think he can get around the 10 or the.
Oh, so he's not even. He's kicking here.
Or he's gonna go
I
around.
think he's trying to kick the 2 in.
And leaves Robert with ball in hand.
Or he was probably trying to kick and just touch that 2, and that would have been a good save. Actually, that would have been a really good option for him. But yeah, he's gonna want to take his 15 here. That is his trouble ball, and he's going after it in the corner. Just put him nicely on his
Looks that
11.
way.
Yep. He's deciding, do I want to get on my 11 or that 13 ball?
Well, I think he's making the right choice.
Yeah. Ooh, I think he went a little farther than he wanted to. Just 2 inches farther than he wanted to.
Can he see the 10?
Doesn't look like it from the overhead.
No, I don't think so.
He's got a tough cut in the side. I think he's going to play that 11 in the side. Yep. Which is going to push his cue ball down table. Probably have the 9 in the side, down in the corner, or the side. Or keep rolling and have the 10 on the side. Well played. So now he's got a lot of options from here. I mean, there's quite a few different ways to run this rack out.
And as always, it's one ball at a time.
Yeah, I think he's going to end up taking that 8 ball in the same side he's shooting that 10 ball on.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah.
A little difficult. Those side pockets are horrible.
So I think Kendall was telling me that the side pockets are actually bigger than the corner pockets, or he feels they're bigger. All right, so just going to take this down in the corner. Just going to leave him nicely to, I can't tell what ball is at. The 13 or the 14 is up top, right? Yeah, I think the 14 is high and the 13 is right next to the 9 there. Oh.
That's the 12, 13. He's got the 12, 13, and 9.
12, 13, and 9. Okay.
Joe back at the table. It's totally doable.
Oh, yeah, this is, stop shot here. Maybe roll forward just a little bit. He's going to roll forward just a little bit here. Not too much. Yep, just like that. Now he's going to be pretty easy to get on a 2 here in the opposite corner. Unless he wants to get fancy and draw it back, but I don't like that shot. Sometimes I see players that try and do that. But I just like rolling forward here a little bit, taking the 2 in the opposite corner.
I think I would take the 3 personally.
Yeah. So I'm
And then
shooting
the
it.
2.
Yeah. Just roll up on, take 2 next.
I guess I missed one of your steps there.
Yeah. What I was saying is some people would tend to draw that shot and
Right.
try and play the 2 in the same pocket, and there's just no need for it. You just, put a little follow on it, roll forward, take the 2 in the opposite corner. So where's he playing the 8 now? Let's see. If he draws this, he's going to have to put a nice touch on it, and he can play the 8 in the side, or he can put top on it and try and get in between the 8 and the 13. See what he decides to do here. I think he's going top, so he's going to try to get in between the 8 and the 13 is what I would try. Right up, and used it as a stopper, so that works out just as good. Yeah, I called Robert shooting this 8-ball in that side pocket earlier, but it looks like it's going to be Joe shooting this 8-ball in that side pocket.
Yep.
Either way, I was kind of banking on that 8 going in that side pocket, the way the table was set out. And it looks like he's cutting this a little bit thinner. And it looks like, there he goes. Okay. Now he's lined up. Nicely done.
Very nice, which brings us to a score of 2-2.
Okay.
In a race to 7.
Princess 67 says, "Hi guys." Now, Princess 67, I should know who that is. She's on the stream all the time. Or is it a he? I can't remember.
Interesting.
Princess 67. I'm pretty sure I remember who you are. Can you let us know? I'm racking my brain. I'm hoping I can remember before she lets us know. All right, let's see Joe's break. I like the way Joe's been breaking. He really controls the cue ball well.
Dry break.
Yeah, and the cue ball is at the bottom of the table on that one. I think I might have jinxed him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like either or on this one.
So a little reminder to our fans out there, we have a pro shop here at the Mad Apple, and Christmas is upon us. I just bought some things there recently for stocking stuffers. I also used them for, we play this, I don't know if you call it a game. It's a gift exchange. Call it the White Elephant. You ever heard of it?
No.
So it's an easy way to do Christmas. Instead of, you buying something for everyone in the family, which, gets pretty expensive. You got a lot of nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Everybody just buys one gift, and, you just put it in the middle and you draw a number, and the first person who picks, the first card or whatever, they pick a gift, they open it up, and, well, they're just stuck with that gift. The second person can choose to steal that gift or pick a wrapped gift. And it keeps going like that all the way into the end. And then by the time the last person is, they can steal anybody's gift or pick the last unopened gift. And it usually ends up everybody stealing their gift, and it turns into it's just kind of a fun thing to do. And I bought a JP shower glove and a Q Claw, and my gift was the only one that got stolen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I think out of all the gloves I've had, I like the pea shower ones the best. It has not ripped on me or torn anywhere like all the others have.
Yeah, I'm on my second pea shower glove. The first one I had lasted me almost a whole year, which, that's
impressive.
Yeah, for a glove to last that long. I did beat it up pretty good, but yeah, they're pretty durable. Okay, back to the match here. I kind of went on a little bit of a rant there. Looks like we got Joe lining up the 10 ball. And now he has to make a decision here. I don't know what he's doing, if he's trying to...
Safe.
Ooh, that is not the safe you want to play.
No.
So that gives Robert ball in hand. So where's the trouble ball? What are you trying to take care of here, Tanya?
He is stripes, right?
He is stripes.
The 13.
Or I'm sorry, he's solids. He's
Oh.
solids.
The 7 definitely is a trouble. I would want to get that 7 out of there. Is that the 7?
7 is there. But it does have 2 pockets. You got the upper and lower pocket. But he's agreeing with you.
I don't like those on the rail.
Okay. Robert agrees with you. He wants that 7 down. I think he's just going to follow it up, and he'll have the 5 or the 6 or even the 1, depending on the speed he plays. Okay. I think he didn't go up as far as he wanted.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. But, he does got the 1 in the side. But then he'd be breaking up a lot of his balls. And, the thing with 8-ball, you don't really want to rearrange the rack too much. This one you might have to. I don't think he's...
Yeah, there's...
Is he trying to back cut that 3? I don't know if he can back cut the 3. So the rule on back cutting is you can only back cut 90 degrees. Does he look like that? Does that look 90 degrees to you?
That looks more than...
More than 90. We'll see. We'll find out right here. Okay, he was not back cutting. He's just playing it safe.
And breaking out the 1 and... or 5 and...
Yeah, 5 and the 6. Yeah.
It's hard to tell on here.
Yeah. The TV balls are kind of hard. That's why I don't know why they call them TV balls. You're supposed to be able to see the balls better.
You really can't.
All right, Princess 67 has not replied back.
Oh,
Again,
it's
Princess
disappointing.
67, we're asking who you were. I know you're a regular here on the stream. And I should know your name. I'm a regular on the stream too, and now I'm in the booth, so it's just a small world.
Yeah, I always thought it would be fun to be up here commentating. Never imagined myself sitting up here.
Yeah, me neither. My Sundays were just up. It's Mad Apple streaming time. Sitting on my couch watching it. Now I don't even know how I got myself into this, actually.
Walked in the door.
I think Kendall just mentioned it, like they were looking for Oh, that's how I was watching the stream. I think Kendall mentioned something about volunteers, and I'm like, I got nothing better to do. Put me in the booth.
Pete volunteered me today.
Pete volunteered you?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Chris and Kendall went with it, so here we are.
Awesome. Okay. So, Joe taking a stab at the side pocket. Leaving Robert with what? What does Robert have here?
Not a whole lot. He's got 15.
Yeah. Well, I think Robert is solids, right?
Oh, I don't know. Lost track in our conversation here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think he's going to try and cut that one on the side. Makeable shot. Leaves him on the 5 and the 6 if he plays it nice.
That's a hard shot.
Yeah, tough shot. Actually, yeah, if he does play that all the way on the side, he's probably going to bounce away from that 5 and the 6. The cue ball's going to come off the top rail. He'll probably end up with the 2 ball or the 3.
Nicely done.
Yep. He's on the 2 and the 3.
Or the 5 or the 6.
Yep. Yeah, he's got a lot of options here. If that 6 goes, I like taking the 6 and pulling back, or
Yep.
pulling back on the 3. He might decide to hit that 3. But yeah, I like taking the 6 right now.
That's what I would do also. Now, looks like he might agree with us.
Unless he decides to take the 5.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so he did go with the 6. So again, going with the 6, it leaves you options. He's got the 5 or the 3. And if he shoots the 3, easy to pull back, or the 3 can pull back and get on the 2 or the 3 here. And he went forward with it, so that's going to leave him a tough shot with the 2 in the side. Not that tough. I mean, the way he's shooting is a pretty makeable shot and very easy to get on the 3 from here. But it looks like the 8 ball has quite a few pockets, actually. You can play an 8 ball almost in any pocket right now. Oh.
Now, those side pockets are tricky today.
Those misses right there.
On
I think
this table number 9.
yeah. Those misses right there, I think Robert knew if he hit that 2 ball, he'd be out here. Because all he'd have to do is drop that 3, and it's just a roll forward, and he could have played the 8 ball in the upper right corner. I mean, that was a pretty easy out. Just had to make the 2 ball. So those ones hurt. And now Joe has nothing in his way here. I mean, see what he does.
This will be easier. Here, right hand. Sure.
So did you get to watch any of the Moscone Cup?
A little bit, I did.
You watched a little bit of it? Yeah, I was coming up here. They were actually streaming the Moscone Cup here all week long. I came every day except...
And I was here all week long.
Oh, you were?
I was.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I came here Tuesday, Wednesday. I think I stopped in on Thursday for a little bit, but I didn't make it in the last day.
I didn't make it Friday either.
Yeah. I kind of knew it was going to happen on Friday. I mean, U.S. would have had to win out every game almost.
Yep.
But
that table looked kind of awkward.
oh, really?
Yeah, I thought so.
The Razin table?
Yep.
Those are really, really nice tables, Razin tables. I've never got to play on one yet, but from what I hear, they're really nice.
Good goals to have.
Yeah. If you want one, I think it takes like over a year to get one. Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, any pool table you order, if you're ordering a new table, depending on the brand, if it's such a back order right now on all the shipping and everything, tables are hard to get. Takes a while. Like that table I got took 7 months to get.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's why you come to Mad Apple.
Yeah, they got 16 tables here ready for you to play on.
Exactly.
Okay, like I said, Joe's pretty much got free reign here. So what do you do here? Is it the 13 ball he's on?
Yeah.
So are you pulling back on that shot, or are you going forward with it?
I would go forward with it.
Take the 14 in the side or the corner?
Yep.
Okay. I like trying to get that 14 down in the corner on the next shot, because then you can just play a stop shot for the 11. See what Joe figures out. Does he want to play it in the side? You can almost play a stop shot too in the side either way. Whether he decides to take that 14 in the side or corner, don't think it's really going to matter. It's just, how does this cue ball come off the rail? Let's see what he does. Think he's rolling forward, like you said. Okay, he drew it back, actually.
I suppose that works.
Yeah,
What is that, the 14 or the 13?
that's the 14, I believe.
Okay. In that corner, 11 down in this corner. Rolling it forward, I would roll it forward and go for the 8 in the side
Okay.
at that point.
So I think he can play a little bit of a draw here, I think, is what I would go with. You know, pull the ball down a little bit to the bottom right and take that 11 in the upper left corner. That's my plan. See what Joe decides. Or he could go forward. Okay, he took it off the rail. He's going to take it in the upper right corner and probably play that 8 either in the opposite corner or the side. Can't see from here.
Yeah, that's where I would roll it forward.
Forward and play it in the side?
Yep.
Okay. Probably, if he does that, probably going to be running into the 3 maybe, depending on the angle. Kind of hard to see, again, from here in the booth.
No, not if you hit it soft. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe stop shot, 8 in the corner.
Yeah, just a little roll forward, 8 in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, he really put a stroke on that one. That was an aggressive shot.
That was quite aggressive.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that shot. Now he's really tough on the 8 here.
Almost looks like a scratch shot, except the 3 might save him.
Yeah, if he plays this in the corner, he's gonna have to put a little bit more bottom than he wanted to on this to keep it from scratching, like you said. Otherwise, he could try to cut it in the side. If you go on the side here, you take away the scratch. If he goes in the corner, you got to be confident that you can draw it enough to not scratch. And he's drawn. A little bit of a tougher shot.
Yeah, he's going to try and cut it.
Nice shot. Very nicely done.
Bringing the score to Robert 2 and Joe 3 in our race to 7.
So our Jester champion taking the lead one more time. So we do have a back and forth game here. Always good to watch. So what's your favorite game? What do you like to play?
8-ball.
8-ball?
Yeah.
That's my game as well. I'm working on the rotation games. I'm just not there with 9-ball and 10-ball yet. I'm not running out. I can run 8-ball out for some reason, but I can't run 9-ball out. If I do, it's probably a really good game, and it's kind of a fluke.
Lucky.
Yeah.
You get lucky.
But I have been getting pretty regular on my 8-ball runs, though. been doing a lot better on that.
I'm getting closer.
How long you been playing?
About a year.
A year? Okay. Well, we have something in common. I started playing when I was really young, but I took like a 20-year break, and I just started playing about a year ago.
Exactly.
Okay, so you just back into the game.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And I just recently learned like the BCA rules and all that
It
within the
changes
last
the
year.
game.
It changes everything.
It does. It changes the way you play. My brother was the one who introduced me to BCA rules. I grew up just playing regular bar rules.
Yep.
Scratch in the kitchen, things like that. There was no ball in hand.
Nope.
And then, when he started teaching me this, your whole approach to the game changes.
Absolutely. And then you learn the fundamentals of it all, but once you see the progression that you can accomplish,
Oh yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, coming up here to the Apple, I'll tell you. So I like to use my brother as an example because I always considered him a really good pool player. He's played leagues. Probably I don't know how many years he's been playing league. I've never played in a league up until this year, and my brother would just regularly destroy me if we did a race to 10 or a race to 20.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't really stand a chance, and I've only been playing up here for a year, and just coming up here to the Mad Apple. There's so many great players, and the things that you
really
can
are.
learn from everybody up here, it's absolutely amazing. So, back to the game. Joe is on a mission here, and stripes look really, really good right now. Okay, so he should be able to bust out, what is that, the 13 up top? I can't tell.
I think that's the 15.
Well, he's going to shoot the 15 in, but what is he busting out?
Or is he going to go with the 10 first?
Nah, I would save that 10. I would shoot this 15 right now because he's on it and he can bust his ball out, take care of a little problem. If he goes with this 10...
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I think if he takes his 10 and he follows, he can still get at the 15 maybe.
He's going for the 10.
Yeah, I think he's going to roll forward then. What do our viewers think? Are you going for that 10 or are you going for that 15 right now? Let us know in the chat. Joe says 10. And he's still on a 15 and able to take care of his problems. But this is what gets tricky. He hits this 15 and he's going to bust out. I think that's a 13 up there. I really can't tell from the booth here. It's sitting behind the 3 ball.
Yeah, I think it's
What is he
13.
left with? What's going to happen with this cue ball? What's going to happen with that 13? Oh, he's actually cutting the 13, I think. An excellent choice because that way he doesn't have to rearrange
Absolutely.
anything. So he keeps his 15 ball right in the corner still. Oh, but does that 14 ball pass by the 8 ball though?
I think if he does a stop shot on that,
think
or is
he
it the
does.
15, he could get the 14 in the side.
Yeah, I think he's going to draw back on this 15 and try to get that cue ball towards center table for that 14 past the 8. I think that 14 does go past the 8 in the corner up there. And he's going to have to draw out of it. See what he does. Or if he does play a stop shot like you said, that puts the 14 in the side, but then how does he get on the 8? We'll see what he does. Okay, went with your options, stopping and going in the side with the 14.
'Cause
So
if he rolls it right past that 5, he's got shape on the 8.
yeah, if Joe gets out, this is a really nice out. Try not to curse him here in the booth. So he's got a bit of a cut in the side and not the easiest of holds for the 8 ball there. Because that cue's coming off the rail, right? But how far off the rail is it coming?
Unless he hits it soft enough, it won't hit the rail. Me myself, I'm a soft hitter, so I know I could do that.
Okay. I think he's going to have to hit it off the rail a little bit to come out for the 8. Off the rail. Oh, he missed. I don't know if he would have been on the 8. Does it look like he could have hit the 8 from there?
Yes.
Okay. So it would have been a good shot. Now Robert has a pretty good looking table here.
Oh, that 3 and that, I can't tell what that is. A 7.
3 and a 7, yeah. I
Down
think he's
there.
going to take the 5 ball right now and then take the 7-3 combo just to take care of it.
That would be the smart choice, I believe.
Yeah. We'll see. You know, he could always opt with the 6 ball here, which is gives him some options. But I think, you know, take that 5 and then take care of your problem, which is the 7 and the 3, like you mentioned. Okay. Went a different route. Puts him on the 6 ball.
Oh, maybe he's going to go the 6-2 and then combination of 3-7.
Yeah, so
Maybe
kind
you
of
like that better.
yeah, maybe a little bit of a stop or roll just a little forward here, and then pull back off the 2 and get in position for that combo. Possibly. Or he could bank the 1, 15 rails. You never know. See.
Anything is possible with this game.
All right. A little stop. Perfect. Now, just like you said, he should be able to pull off that 2. He's got the perfect angle to get on the 7-3 combo. He doesn't like it. He's shaking his head. Personally, unless that is one of the balls, I think the 3 is off the rail a little bit more. So
It is.
okay, so that makes that shot a lot more
That's
difficult.
why I think
Okay.
he was going this way with it.
Yeah, he might be going forward and try to bust it out. Yep, he was trying to bust it out and did not get there.
I think if he goes for this 1 stop shot or a little drawback, and then the 5, he could possibly get on like right in front of that 3 again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean he's running out of options to take care of the problem, and that's what happened. You know, that's the worst thing that can happen to you is like when you're trying to take care of a problem, and you wait to the last minute to do it.
Yeah.
It gets a lot more difficult. Okay, so see what the play is from here. Not sure what Robert's plan is. I don't know if he thinks he can get in between the 7 and 3 and cut. I don't think that.
Oh, he's calling a safe.
Okay. So what's the safe? He's going to thin the 4 and try to get behind the 8. That's what I like. Kind of sending the 4 over to the side pocket a little bit. Bringing that cue ball to the top rail. And bounce in right behind the 8. But he is not liking my idea. I think he's going to try to go behind the 4 maybe.
Or right in between them. Oh,
Yep. So that works. I don't think Joe can see the 14.
no. Does not look that way.
Nope. So he's got the jump cue in his hand. So
Jim Adanation says thin the 7 to get behind the 8.
that's what I was saying. Get behind the 8.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying thin the 4, I think. Get behind the 8. I didn't see thinning the 7 would have been tough to get behind the 8, but maybe I was looking at it differently. But yeah, I would have
No.
liked getting behind that 8 ball.
Oh, he's
as
going to
well,
try to
Jim.
jump it.
Yeah, he's got the jump cue in his hand. I mean, jump in here in the side. I don't like jumping in the corner. So I think he's going to try to jump it on the side. Pretty close to the 4.
Nicely done.
Okay. Got to save that shot. Hopefully that saves so we can watch a replay later. Unfortunately, I'm not tech savvy enough to give our viewers a replay of that shot. I wish I had the skills. Maybe here in the near future, but on YouTube, you can rewind that, and Joe just made an awesome jump shot. Puts himself right on the 8 as well.
And that jump shot just may have brought him up to 4. And it did. So we have a new score of Joe has 4 and Robert 2 in a race to 7.
So Joe's starting to feel it now. Just gave the booth a nice little smile.
I think what helped me with my game this year is when I worked here.
Oh, you were working here at the
I
Night
was
Apple. Oh, okay.
for a few months. So I had quite a few teachers: Mason, Kendall, Barry.
Yeah, Kendall. Kendall worked with me on some of my mechanics.
Yep.
Straightened me out.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I also worked with MH. MH showed me a lot. You know, from pattern play, you know, the physics. MH talks about the physics of the ball.
He does, and it's so confusing sometimes. Like
He
on
gets
Wednesday
deep
night
into it,
leagues.
yeah.
Wednesday night leagues is the learner's lesson league.
Yeah, I tell him, MH, I barely graduated high school. You gotta dumb it down for me a little bit. But no, MH does a great job explaining, you know, why the cue ball spins off a certain way, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, that kind of, it definitely, you know, like stun run through shots like that. You know, how to play a stop shot and why a stop shot works the way it does. And, you know, if you understand something, you're gonna probably play a little bit better.
Yes.
You know, if you're just doing something and you don't understand it, it's more challenging.
Yeah.
So
If you do it just because somebody tells you to.
yeah, you know, exactly. If you understand it, you know, you're gonna approach the game a little bit different, play a little better.
Absolutely. So we have a dry break.
Yes.
Robert contemplating.
And so Joe lost his break from last week. He was killing the break from what I remember. I think the first five or six breaks that he had were all just really nice breaks. I mean, spreading the balls out, dropping the ball, cue ball in the middle of the table.
Nice.
You know, really working well for him last week.
Not so good this week.
Yeah, it's just nothing's dropping for him. And everything does look like it's pushed over to the right side here. So, you know, tough table here. I'm liking stripes right now just because everything has a pocket except is it the 9 ball up there by the 5 and the 7?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a trouble ball, but everything else is pretty wide open. You know, with the solids, you know, you got the 5, the 2, and the 7 all just kind of locked up there. And then even the 3 is pretty close to the 8 ball, but definitely manageable. Okay, so Robert likes stripes as well. I don't know if I like stopping the ball right there. Oh, can he see that ball into the pocket? He can. See, that's the deceiving thing about, you know, the angle we have from here.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Okay, so I'm seeing if the 10 goes by the 6. What do you think? Does the 10 go by? Yeah, 10 goes by that 6 all day.
Oh, absolutely. I can see it right from here.
Yeah, looking here from the booth onto the table, but then when I'm looking down at the, you know, the overhead,
Yep.
I'm like, man, does the 10 go by the 6? That is crazy how
But
the...
he's going to go for the...
I tried to back cut that in. It was a long
What
back
number
cut.
is that? Is it the 11?
I think that was the 13. The 11 is over here by the side pocket.
There we go.
Or that might have been the 14. I can't.
Can't really tell.
Yeah, it's a 14.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the pink ball.
Yeah,
It's the
that makes
14.
sense.
Of course, I do need glasses, and I'm not wearing my glasses, so like
I
everything on the
think mine
table.
are over there.
Oh, did you need them? I can't even see your glasses. That's how blind I am.
Oh, maybe they're not over there.
Oh no, here they are.
Yep, there we go. Thank you.
Not a problem. Okay, what did Joe just point at here? 2 in the corner. I think he pointed at the 2 in the corner.
Which may get him shape on the 1.
Yeah, plays a nice little. Oh, he's going for the 5. I think he's playing it off the 7 and the 5 camera, but he's got to be careful it doesn't go off the 9 here. Well played. So that takes care of the problem and puts him on the 1 or the 7, depending on which. I like the 1 ball here. I mean, actually, either way you go, you're going to end up with a shot. Pretty easy to get on the 2 from the 7. If you shoot the 1, yeah, where are you going to end up? If you shoot the 1, you're coming down. Yeah, I actually like the 7 from here now that I'm looking at it. But you're shooting over a ball, which is always difficult. That's one thing I've been practicing. Do you practice that at all? Shooting over a ball?
I practice everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I always find myself like leaving the cue ball right on top of another ball, and I gotta shoot over it.
I don't find those all that difficult usually. I think there are much worse shots out there.
Yeah, I mean, shooting on the rail's tough for me. Shooting over balls tough.
On the rail is a little tougher for me.
Yeah. So he's looking at the 1, but I think he's trying to figure out if I shoot the 1,
Am I gonna scratch?
or where's the cue ball? I don't know. He's not scratching, but where is the cue ball going?
And can I reach it?
Yeah, Joe is struggling to reach that shot. That's where an extension helps, or the bridge. He might, but using a bridge from here is difficult. I don't think he's gonna want to use a bridge in that spot.
Or he'll change his direction and go for the 7 or.
Yeah, I think
I would go for the 6. I think get that out of the way.
Okay.
Well, actually, the 7 and then the 6. I think.
Yeah, I think he's gonna like to go. I mean, it's a tough shot, but I think Joe's capable of making it, and he is. He's gonna go for the 7. He's got a few different options here off of the 7 ball as well. So he's gonna push forward through this ball, nice, just like that, and he's on the 2. So taking that 2, it's going to push your cue ball to the rail, and if you can have it come back out, you can have the 6 or the 4. Or do you think you could try to push through it and use, what's this ball up here? Is that we said that was a 13, or what is that? That's a 9
That's
ball.
the 9.
Okay, man, I can't tell if it's orange or yellow. Yeah, if he can use that as a stopper, he'd be on the 1 if he just pushes through it. But I don't know that he could get hooked very easily with the 9 as well if he does that. See what he decides. Okay, hit it a little too hard. All right. So not a very easy out for Robert here. I think he's taking his ball down and coming back over. Was it 10 go by the 6? It does. We said that earlier.
Yep.
So he could play it nice and soft, leave it for the 10, or come back over a little bit, play that 9. I think he's going to be coming back over. Yeah.
Putting better shape on there for himself.
Yeah, looks like he put some right on that to draw it off the rail a little more. So now probably a stop shot here. Leaves him for the 9 or even the 11 on the side if it goes. Ooh, he drew that back really far and puts himself on the 15 or 13. Is that the 13 up there on the top row?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so now, yeah, just top right, and he's going to come between the 1 and the 3 ball. He's got to get between the 1 and the 3. Got between the 1 and the 3, but did not make the shots. Okay, and again, this looks like a pretty routine run for Joe. You have 3. He plays a myriad of ways. 3 ball, 4 ball, 2 ball, 1 ball. That's what I'm thinking. 3, 4, 2, 1. What are you thinking?
What about the 6?
How crazy of me. I didn't even see the 6 down there. Yep, he's going to have to work that in somewhere.
I mean, that sounds like a good plan, but
yeah, it wouldn't have worked. I would have been on it. I'd have been shooting the 8 ball, and 6 ball still would have been there. I've seen that done a few times.
I have to.
People shooting the 8, they still get a ball.
They get all excited.
So if your opponent was doing that, they were shooting the 8 ball, and you could see they had a ball on the table, would you let them know?
After they shot, I would.
So I mean, if it's a gentleman's game, I'm gonna let them know. Playing for money, I guess it depends on the opponent.
I would
their
try.
sportsmanship.
I would try because some people get so zoned out in the table they don't hear anything else
Yeah,
that's going on around them.
I tell you, if it was my brother, I'd let him shoot all day long.
Oh, absolutely.
Go ahead, shoot. It's ball in hand. All right, Joe taking the 4. All right, he's got the 1.
Can he make it over? Oh, sure he can.
Yeah. He'll take the 2 in the side. Probably playing a stop shot on the 2 after this 1 ball. Probably just got to draw it just a little bit. Come down table a little bit for the 2 in the side. So I'm going with bottom left here. Depending on the angle, I can't really see where Joe's at. See what he decides to do. Okay, and he's not doing what I would do here. I think he's going to try to come off the rail. Yeah, it was coming off the rail, but
It worked.
It worked. Hit the 13.
So is it going to take the 2 in this? Oh,
Yeah,
yep, in the side.
Yeah, like I said, 2 in the side, then take the 8 in the corner. So he's just, center ball here. This is just a routine hit.
Not
for
too
Joe.
hard.
Yeah, just nice little speed. I mean, you could literally leave that cue ball anywhere on the table after this shot, and you're still gonna have a shot in the corner on the 8. So I think a shot like this, where a lot of people will mess up is they're trying to worry about where they're gonna leave the cue ball.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about where you're leaving the cue ball on this shot at all. All you gotta do really is make the 2 ball, and you're just gonna naturally have
Just
shape.
like that.
Yep.
I just recently learned that trick.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it like stuck in my head actually.
Yeah. I mean, even though I know that, there are times when I'm like, okay, I want to put the cue ball right, and I don't even got to be thinking about it, and then I'll mess the shot up.
And here we are in the Jesters match. Joe just brought the score for 5-2.
So Joe running away a little bit here.
Is
3-game lead, if my math is right, which is normally horrible.
no, looks right to me. Robert has some catching up to do.
See if he's up for the challenge. Looks like our players are going to take a little break. Now that Joe is more than halfway there.
Yeah.
So, any of our viewers watched the Mosconi Cup? What was your take on it? What did you think? Some controversy out there in the Mosconi Cup world. You know, with Earl Strickland getting put in hotel jail, and the I don't know if you watched. Did you see that foul they called on Jeremy Johnson? He asked for a ball to be cleaned, and there's only about 12 seconds left on the clock. And the ref cleaned the ball, and it took him 12 seconds to clean the ball. And when he put the ball back, time expired, and he called a time foul. And Jeremy was like, well, the clock was supposed to stop. And he's like, no, you
Right.
got to call an extension. So that gave ball in hand to Europe, which, of course, you get ball in hand at that level, you're running out. And that was a huge, huge point for, the U.S. to give up. Anyway, the very next day, Jason Shaw did the same thing. He said, there's a fly on the ball. Can you clean the ball? And they stopped the clock. So, some things going on in the Mosconi Cup this year that were a little crazy.
Yeah, I saw a couple things that didn't look quite right
Yeah.
on certain calls that they made that I myself questioned.
But it was still entertaining. Some people are talking about how rowdy it was with the fans, and I see this debate on Facebook all
Yep.
the time. Like, I like, people are saying I like it because, the excitement it brings to the game, and other people are like, well, this is pool. It's like you don't see that in golf. Like, people are in their backswing and they're all cheering and clapping and yelling and screaming. So
Yeah, I saw something about that on Facebook
yeah.
also.
Yeah, me personally, I think, I like, you always want to involve the crowd. Get the crowd involved in the game. However, you don't want it to be a distraction to the players.
Right.
So, is there ways around that? I think there is. I mean, why don't they just put like a little dome around the table maybe and soundproof it? Everybody can see
Yeah.
what they're doing, but they can't hear all the yelling. I mean, even that the countdown on the clock, that's what would give me,
Yeah.
5 seconds to
Like-
beep.
No pressure.
Yeah, you see players all the time. Right as they're stroking the ball, the clock starts going off. That would destroy my shot. But if you're a pro, I guess that probably doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we got one back.
Yep.
Oh, he must still be. Is he still over there? I can't tell.
I didn't see Robert walk past. I saw Joe. He's racking the balls.
Yep.
See if Joe can drop a ball on a break. See if we get one table run. Normally at the Jester's level, I mean, Joe's a 500. He should be able to run the table. I want to see one table run here. So where are you originally from?
Oh, the Fox Valley area.
Fox Valley area?
Yeah.
Grew up here?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up down in the Conomowoc area, a little town called Dousman. So,
Can't say I've ever heard of that one.
oh, it's small. It's like 600 people small, I think. I think they're up to like 1,000 people now. Really small little town. So if our viewers are listening, where are you from? Let us know in the chat. Okay. Did Joe get one down that time?
He did.
All right.
And what does he like better?
I'm liking stripes here.
That's what I was thinking. Because you got that 4-ball tied up with that 8.
Yep.
Not too many problems with the stripe.
But you really don't have a good shot on the stripes here, though. I mean, you got the 11 ball. It's a
11.
tough backwards cut, but then, you got to put a stroke on it. The cue ball's going around the table. Yeah, so maybe so. I think he's going to probably end up going with solids here, just because he ain't going to like his options
Yes, he is.
on the
He's
stripes.
going to go for the 5.
Okay, Joe on his way to running out this wreck. So I just got some intel on the Dousman population is 2,302. So I
Oh.
guess it is a bigger town now.
Growing. It's amazing how all these areas
Yeah.
are growing. I mean, I live in Black Creek now, but I can remember being as a kid going out that direction and see nothing but fields, and now it's all apartment complexes and houses and
Oh, that's how it is out. I grew up, in Dousman, but the nearest town that anybody probably recognizes is at Conomowoc.
Yep.
And that area was all cornfields and and they got stuff going. I mean, warehouses, distribution centers. They got an industrial park there now. They built a huge hospital right there off the highway. I mean, that place just boomed. And Appleton has always been a growing area. This is one of the biggest growing areas in Wisconsin.
yes.
So Joe's looking pretty good here. He's on the 7. Is it going into the corner? Can he sneak it past? He's
Maybe barely.
Yeah, I think it's the 14. If it sneaks past the 14, it's he's got about a half a pocket, I would think.
The 14 is right there.
So he does not have it. So I think he's going after the 1 ball. He tried to carom the 1 off of the 4, I think, or was playing a safe, and I don't know what type of safe he was playing.
Yeah. Hard to say.
Yeah, but he leaves Robert with a shot here. And it looks like the 15. Pretty routine shot in the lower corner, the lower right corner there. And he's actually got a pretty good looking table here. I mean, he's got the 14 and it looks like the 13 tied up a little bit, but he should be able to take care of that. See how he goes after it. He could come after it right here. If he comes 2 rails, 1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
2 rails, take this 11 in the corner, come 2 rails and run right into that mess. And then put him on his 14 ball, barring he doesn't get hooked in some weird way. Okay, so he played it the safer route.
It's those extensions.
Yeah. It's probably a smarter move because you don't want to really mess up the balls if you don't need to. I think he can get on that 13 into the corner without touching that 14. Or I'm sorry, onto the 14. So he's got to shoot this 9, and then he'll probably be on the 14. Oh.
I see a lot of these guys, and their execution is a lot harder than what it should be.
Yeah.
What's Joe going to do with that 4?
I don't know what he's going to do here, period. Let me see. Looking at the table. Can he see the one without hitting that ball? Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think-
sure.
Yeah, he's looking at that. I think he can get that one. He might have to put a little bit a left and spin it a little bit. Makeable shot. And, just follow it forward a little bit. And then he'll have the 4 ball. Put him on the 4 ball. But yeah, he's got that 13 right there in his way. Cue ball is kind of almost locked to the 13. He's got about an 1/8 of an inch separation. And he does not think he can see the 1. So it looks like he's kicking at the 7 in the side. To me, that is the hardest shot in pool, is a kick shot. And that's something you really got to spend hours and hours on at the table before
For a
you.
week straight.
Yeah, I mean, just over and over with kick shots. understanding how the ball comes off the rail. Let's see, Robert. He's got a pretty open table here. Again. But not a very clean look at the 9 here. So what is he thinking? I think he's cutting that. Is that the 414 he's trying to cut? Yeah.
Or play it safe. Not really sure.
Well, he left Joe a look at the 4, the 1, and the 7. So what's Joe going to decide here? If he can do anything with that 4, I'd try to do it now maybe. But I don't know what he can do with it.
He might be able to cut it up to the corner.
He can get in there. Yeah, if he is able to get in there, the problem he has is that ball's coming off the rail into those 2 stripes. And then what? He might be on a 7 if he does. So I think he's doing that. He's gonna have to push some 2 stripes out. Ooh. So he's just playing it safe. He wasn't trying to go all the way down.
Right.
All right.
Probably a safer play.
Yeah, I can't really see what he has here, if he can see the 9 ball cleanly or not.
I don't think he can.
Got the 1 ball. Okay, he's got the combination down, so that takes care of that problem. Taking a walk around the table, weigh his options here. I think he's trying to figure out how he's going to play that combination. He's got to get that cue ball kind of... Oh, it looks like he's going after it right now. Or is he playing it clean? He's playing it clean. Yep, he played it clean, and he just got it in there.
Interesting.
Yep, very good shot.
Calling it a safe.
Okay. So smart play, but Joe does have a look at the 1. So Robert did call safe when he shot that?
He did.
Okay, so that brings Joe up to the table. He's got to look at the 1. You know, so I don't know what calling a safe accomplished there. I mean, he had options. If he could made that ball, he could have got on and ran out.
Yeah, maybe he didn't feel comfortable doing so.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was a smart play. Just making Joe think, anyway.
Yeah, but Joe doesn't really have much of a shot. He's got to look at the 1, possibly cutting it in the side. See if he can get it in there. Okay, he definitely could see enough of it, but not able to get in the side. Robert's going to have a look at the table, decides what he wants to do here.
Oh, he's got the, what is that over there, the 14? On the other side?
Yeah, I think it's the 14 ball.
I mean, he could bank that, 10 in the side, That's about all he's got.
That's a tough bank shot. Yeah, or you can neglect or elect to play safe again here. I like, what is he up against? A 10 ball right there?
Yep.
Hitting a 10, pulling back a little bit, and trying to freeze a cue ball on that 8. If he can freeze it on that 8, Joe would have to be kicking.
It almost looks like he's trying to do that.
Yeah, you'd have to pull back on this ball, hit it really nice, though. I mean, if you hit it too far, it's not. I mean, this is a tough. For me, it's a tough save. You know, a more advanced player would. You know, this would be a easier shot for a advanced player. For me, a tough shot. Oop, see?
Nicely done.
And he called it on the side, I believe. So very nice shot. All right. He's going to take in the upper right corner here, but how is he getting? Is that the 13 he's got left out there next to the 7?
Yep.
All right. So he's got that down the corner, and then, yeah, he's just got to focus on making this ball. If he makes his ball, he should just have natural shape for the 8 in the upper left corner. He's got to be careful not to come over to the bottom left too much, which I don't think is going to be a problem, because you don't want to get hooked by that 4. I think this cue ball is going to come off that side rail. In and out. Would have had the shot on the 8. Looks like. Nice little cut down the rail. So Joe back to the table. This has kind of been the story here these last few games. Robert missing some key shots to get out. You know?
Joe
and then Joe
runs it out.
Yeah, and Joe just comes in and mops it up. And this is, you know, the hardest ball to hit sometimes is not the 8 ball, it's the one right before it.
You're not wrong.
You know, like you're thinking, I just got to get on my 8 ball, and you're focusing too much on where that cue ball's going. And then it goes a little the opposite direction. So you taking the 7 ball here, or you taking the 4 ball?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the 7.
I like taking the 7 as well, because you take
And
the
then
7, the 1,
the 4,
4, and
the
8.
8.
I believe if I can call one thing right today, I think Joe's going to go 7, 1, 4, 8. I didn't leave any balls on the table that time, did I?
Nope. He covered them all this time.
Okay. Joe's really taking his time thinking about this. I don't know what he's contemplating here. I mean, you could do this so many different ways, but I really do like 7, 1, 4, 8.
Yep. I agree.
So he's going to start with a 7. So it's almost just roll forward a little bit. You don't want to go too far forward.
Nice and
Oh, he went
soft.
all. See, there's no need to go off the rail there. I don't know.
He's still got perfect shape on the 1.
Perfect shape on the 1. I just don't think there was a need to go all the way. I mean, because you're really putting a much bigger stroke on the ball to come off that rail. I think you really just needed to push that ball up a little bit. But everybody plays different. Now that 8-ball's in some serious trouble for Robert. So he's got to really come up with a shot here. So this is when it turns into a chess game. You know,
Yep.
does Robert even want to make this ball?
I don't
Like,
think so.
I
He just
mean-
called a safe.
Yeah, so he might just make the ball and call safe and have his opponent figure out that mess. So yeah, so he's just gonna leave. I would have wanted to. I don't know what he was doing there, but yeah, just like he did. But you know, leave that ball a little more in front of the pocket. You know, he left it a little farther away from the pocket than I would have liked. But you know, Joe's got a great opportunity here to bust out this 8-ball right here. Just a little top spin. And he's going to send that 7-ball right towards the corner pocket. And he'll be on his 1-ball, so it's pretty easy for Joe to get out here. He is a little jacked up shooting over that ball.
A little
He's
bit.
got to hit it nice and easy. Okay. So he pushed the 7
Got-
a little toward. I would have wanted to come more into the 7, but, you know, that
Got a
works.
good breakout.
Yep.
Anyway.
So he does have enough separation between the Q and the 7 to pull back for the 1. I mean, you could play a stop shot right here and then, you know, play the 1 on the side and come all the way off the bottom rail and all the way back up table. Or you could just draw it. But the problem with drawing is you could find yourself out of position on that 1. Oh, he's going with the 1 on the side. So he's using the 7 as his money ball here. He's got to get the right angle on the 7, though. And he has got the perfect angle. He does not. So now he has got to come with a really nice shot here to get on that 8-ball for the corner.
I can see it.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay, so what's he doing here?
He's going to put the 7 in the corner and go off the rail.
Okay, so
or
can
2.
he get off the rail? So he looks so straight. I don't know. We'll see. He had enough
Just
to
like
pull.
that.
Yep. He had enough to pull out. So he did have angle. He looked really straight from over here. And the problem with being straight on the ball is he would have just shot straight back versus over to the right like we just saw. So nice out there by Joe. I think Robert had the right idea with that 11 ball. It was just kind of an unfortunate way that Joe was able to bust out that 8 ball. Don't think Robert was banking on Joe to be able to do that.
Right. Which brings us to a score of Joe at 6, Robert at 2 in a race to 7.
So Joe is on the hill. Earlier in the match, it was looking like it was going to go hill, but you know, Joe picked up the pace, and I think he's won the last
really did.
last 5 wrecks. I think
He
won.
did.
Yeah. So Joe's been on a tear here at the Mad Apple on the O stream. So folks, if you're out there, please like and share.
In the gesture match.
Yep, Joe looking really strong here to retain his title 2 weeks in a row.
Who was gesture before that?
Ooh, you know what? I probably have it on my phone. Let me see.
And it is a dry break for Joe, unfortunately. And there's the king of the hill, Mr. Mason.
Reigning king. He is one. I don't even know how many it's been. I know it's more. It's got to be more than 6 in a row that he's won.
And
But
nobody wants to play him.
I'll play Mason.
Do it.
I'll probably lose though, and with that losing comes $250.
Well, I mean, but nobody wants to face him.
Well, if no one wants to play Mason, I'll play him for $250. I think he's got plenty of competition. There's a lot of players out there that want to take Mason on. I think, you know, beating if you can challenge yourself against Mason Wynn, that's an amazing victory. And
Absolutely.
you can't beat him unless you try.
Absolutely.
So I think last week it was Joe and Chad.
Okay.
I can't remember Chad's last name.
Starts with a B, and he's right over there on table 11.
Okay, I can't see table 11 from here.
Yep.
No. Okay, so what we got going on here? Joe broke dry.
Yes.
All right, and who do we have at
Robert
the table?
took stripes, and we still have Robert at the table. And what is he going to do with it? Is he going to...
Yeah, he might hit this in and rearrange the rack a little bit, I think. Or he could play, is it the, I can't tell if that's the 14 or what ball is that right there?
14.
14, okay.
And he's got the 10.
10 and 15 are right there next to the 7.
Oh, looks like he might be going for the 10 on the side, as a thought.
I think he's going to take that 10. That's the 14 we said. I think he's going to opt for that in the corner. Yep, he's shooting in the corner. Where's he going to end up, though? Okay.
There's Chad.
Sitting on the bench over there?
Nope, he's just right over here.
Oh, no, that's, I believe that's Chad Goss.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
Oh, he wouldn't be playing in the Jesser match. I think Chad is a 600 something. He was on King of the Hill. He actually had a really good run about 8 months ago or something.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, I loved watching him play. He's a really good shot. I think he won like 6 or 7 in a row on King of the Hill.
He was reigning for a while.
Yeah, that's at that level to win that many in a row under that type of pressure is it's an amazing feat.
We have a comment from Mark Bell. Hashtag my king. Would we be talking about Mason?
The stone mason that we were.
Stone Man.
Okay, so Robert in a little bit of trouble here.
Now, about looks a safe would probably be the only option for Robert at this point.
Mark Bell, yes. What are we yesing to?
Mason.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mason being the king.
I'm gonna have to back. I really want to know how many Mason has won, what his streak is, because I think the current streak was held by Mason, and I think it was 9. 9 in a row was the longest running streak on King of the Hill. So I'd like to see Mason beat that streak, take it up to 10 or 20 maybe. We'll see.
That would be very discouraging for a lot of players, though, don't you think?
Absolutely not.
No? Okay.
No, people would be clawing at Mason to try and take him down. I mean, if you're on there 10, 20
That's
weeks in
the
a
way
row,
they got to be looking at this stuff.
Mark Bell, all hail to the king.
Where are you in this King's match with Mason, Mark Bell?
Mark Bell, I see a lot of in the chat room.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Bell tunes in every week, just like I do. So Robert walking around the table. Don't know. I think he's looking at a safe here of some kind. Yeah, he's really just got to tap that ball right off the rail into his ball, and then just leave him parked right on Joe's 6.
And he does it. Good hit.
Mark Bell says, I have no skill. What do you say? Not ashamed? We'll bring the no skill up here to the Mad Apple. I think, Mark, you come up here, don't you? To the Mad
I
Apple?
want to say he does.
Yeah, name is very familiar, and
Yes.
I know of Mark Bell.
And I do not believe him when he says he has no skill.
Yeah, never trust a pool player or anybody who watches pool who says, I have no skill.
Right?
Let's play for $100. I can't play.
Tomorrow, he says.
Well, yeah. Okay, what do we got going on over here? We are jumping. Robert is jumping. I think just to get... Oh, I don't know if he got over that ball.
I don't think he did.
Nope, that'll be a foul.
Yep. And it's ball in hand to Joe.
Monday night 9 balls, no skills required.
That's
So-
cheating.
You're all about fluking the 9. Is
That is-
that right?
Totally cheating.
How is the 9-ball tournament looking on Mondays, Mark? Is there a lot of people coming up here? I've been to the Sunday tournament and the Friday tournament. I have not been up here on a Monday tournament. I never get up here on
It's
a
a
Monday.
hit or a miss.
It's hit or miss.
Yeah. The
Okay.
last couple nine ball tournaments, there have been quite a few people here.
Okay. Well, winter's coming around. Well, winter is here, unfortunately. But yeah, I think
Yes.
the pool room gets a little more packed during this time of year.
It does.
I know the 8-ball tournament, pretty regular. How many players do we have today? It looked like 15, 20 players.
Oh, quite a few. Maybe 14, 15, something.
Okay. So pretty good turnout. And I know they upped the price too to get in the tournament. So a lot of players were saying $10. Well, I'm going to come out for a tournament. It's only $10. So now it's $20 buy-in,
Yep,
I think,
now
for the
it's
tournaments.
$20,
So starting to draw.
but
more
it's a
people.
100% payout. So, I mean,
100%.
if you place in the top 5, I believe, you get a percentage
Okay.
at each point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gotcha. Mark Bell says, got to do what you got to do. And yes, the 9-ball is building. 14 days, I believe. What is 14
14
days?
today in the tournament.
Oh, 14 today? Okay, you were
Thanks,
close.
Mark.
15, and you were pretty close on that.
Yep. Well, I said 14 or 15. I would have made it 16, but here we are.
I think there's 55 people here today. No. That'd be a all-night tournament right there.
Right. Well, there's TK and his little friend, whoever that is, over there just watching the Jester match.
Yeah. Now I've been here on Sunday's tournaments. We've had turnouts of 25 and upwards of
Yep.
almost 30 people, and them tournaments they go into the night.
Yeah, they last a long time. But when it's like 14 to 16, it's not so bad.
Yeah, the one day we had a lot of it was close to 30 people. I just played with him recently. I can't believe I'm mind freezing on his name. You probably know him. He's 91 years old. Malcolm. He won that day.
Yep.
I mean, beat out all us young people. And I played with him about a week later, and this is when I first met Malcolm. And I was like, wow, this guy's a pretty good shot. And, he was looked a little shaky at first, right? Yep. And he mopped the floor with me. I think we probably played close to 20 games. We're just playing. And he probably won 15 of them. I mean, just destroyed me. And I can't remember what even brought up the topic. But, I think he's called me young lad or something. And I just kind of chuckled because I'm not that young.
Must be
you
the
know?
hat.
You know, oh yeah, something. But then he told me he was 91 years old. And I'm like,
Yep.
you're not 90. I couldn't believe it. I mean, the way he moves around, the way he shoots, I could not believe it. It was jaw dropping.
Yep, he was this last time in for Thursday Day League. I was his partner,
Oh, okay.
and we did pretty good. Took
Yeah.
fifth.
I mean, shooting at his level at that age is just, it was fun to watch, and it was a real honor playing with
I love
Malcolm.
watching Malcolm.
Yeah. So Joe on the 1 ball and on the 7 and should be on the 8 here. So if he just draws this right off the rail, ooh, is that the 15 down there? Might be in his way.
I
But-
don't think it is.
Yeah, I just play it safe. Just draw it right off the rail and over. And, you got to
Yeah.
cut in the corner. Some people, like myself, I'm trying to put a little too much bottom and, trying to come up for that perfect straight-in shot. You just don't need to do it. So I think he's just going to try and bring it over in a little up table if he can. Let's put a little bit of backspin on this hit. Just put a nice, easy stroke on it. You got to hit it too hard. Should bring him back perfectly for the 8. Nice, perfectly done. Stayed off the rail and almost straight in. That's the shot you want right there.
Yep.
All right. Can this match be coming to an end? All lies in the hands of Joe on this 8 ball here. Taking his time on the shot. He's got to stretch out a little bit.
And yep.
He's not liking something. He's resetting, walking away, which is a good thing to do. When you don't feel the shot, you got to get up and walk away.
That's hard to remember.
Yeah, all the time I'll get down on the shot and I'll look at it. I'm like, I'm missing this shot. I'm not lined up right. And then I'll go ahead and shoot it knowing what I know. What Joe just did, very disciplined, got up, walked away, completely reset, which is what you want to do.
Yep.
All right.
And we have our reigning jester, Joe.
2 weeks in a row. Hats off to both players. Robert, awesome of you to challenge the jester. And we are going to take a break here for a little bit, and then we will have our night's match starting at 4 o'clock. Is that correct?
Sounds right.
Okay, starting at 4 o'clock. So that'll be, we have Mark West, but I don't know who the challenger is. Do you know who the challenger is?
I do not.
Well, I guess you guys are going to have to stick around to find out.
I think it's
And-
Bruce Schilling.
Who just popped on the mic? Is that Chris?
That is Chris.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
So who won?
Joe.
Joe. won
Another
it.
week in a
Score-
row.
Yeah.
Yep.
week?
Score of 7-2.
Yep. Took down the last 6 racks. He took down the last 6 racks.
Wow.
To take a 2-7 victory. So, yep. So I think that'll lead us up into the night, starting at 4. Is that right, Chris?
That is correct. We'll stop the stream and we'll restart it at 4 for Mark and Bruce for the night's match. They are playing 8 ball. I do have some inside information on that. And that will be a race to 10, starting at 4 Central.